Brother, can you start your PowerPoint, please? Assalamu alaikum. I will not waste enough more time, but I want to thank again our village of Martin Grove. Whenever we invite them, they are always there. That's great. Thank you very much, your whole team, Mayor and your whole team. I also want to thank some other communities which came here today. Lisa is our guest. We will honor her and her husband. We have here Malik Mujahid of Sound VM. We have Brother Kasruddin, somewhere I saw him, of CIOGC, although we call him as a MCC person. And we will also like to thank some other communities. ICNA should be here somewhere. And we have our chief guest today, chief speaker, ISNA President, Brother Azhar Aziz. Thank you. And we will also like to thank Brother Amar Tareen. He is a commercial attaché of Pakistan. Thank you for coming. And many, many other guests. But above all, you all are our guests today. We have a wonderful community, as Daniel said, and we are proud of you. Now, moving forward, can we go to the next slide, please? Yeah. Because the topic today was chosen promoting positive community building, and Mayor already mentioned some, and I thought I would also focus few slides on that. Just to have a better community building, every first and third Saturday at MCC, we provide financial help, and we provide the soup kitchen and food packets also to the poor people, so that they can also enjoy the way we want to enjoy. Similarly, during Ramadan month, we go to different communities to have iftar with them, so that we are not only involved among ourselves, we are involved with other communities also. Moving forward, next slide. Again, I think yeah, that's fine. So, as a step forward promoting positive community building, MCC also tries in different ways. Which slides do you have? Yeah, you see the barbecue. Last year we did barbecue in the parking lot of MCC. That was great. And this year we haven't done yet, but we may be able to do it. And then we have our interfaith committee is a wonderful committee that has excelled everywhere. And we are so much involved in other faiths, other religions, other communities. One is Communities United, and there are many, many other communities and other faiths and other churches we are involved. And we, this year we had a Chicago open house, one of the very unique, this was under the supervision of Chicago Open House. It was Chicago Architecture Society. So they picked 200 organizations, and MCC was one of those. And MCC at that day had hosted more than 300 people. 300 people visited, and we explained to them what we do at MCC. So that was very successful. At MEC, in collaboration with CIOGC, for last 2 years we have been doing Open Mosque Day, and all of our neighbors and other communities come and they find out what we do in our masjid. This year we also had a peace walk, Martin Grove Peace Walk. Our mayor was also joining us, so we had a very nice walk on a very nice, beautiful weather day. Next slide, please. I think I already talked about that. Next slide. Yeah. Now moving towards MCC, I always give the picture of these two gentlemen. 2 years ago we started with our young office associates. Now some people are not happy, many people are very happy. The people who are not very happy, they are used to the old-fashioned way that somebody should be always sitting in the office and answering the phone calls. But these two guys are very energetic. They are here today also helping, and they help in different committees. Not only they are sitting in the office, they are working for the building also, they are working for the membership also, they are working for all the other committees also, and even they have taken care of all the funeral arrangements and cemetery arrangements and everything. They are very dynamic, mashallah. And we will be changing our telephone system also so that they don't have to answer the telephones when they are sitting in the office. They can answer wherever they are working. And we are moving towards, in fact, hiring another person of the same caliber or more caliber than that, so that we can fulfill our needs. Next slide. Okay, thank you. This year we started LED project. At MCC, alhamdulillah, more than 90% is done already. Now this is much brighter. If you see the building, it's a beautiful building. It's very, very old, but looks so beautiful because there's more lights, but overall the energy is consumed less. So we have done that at MCC, and we are planning to do at MEC also. Inshallah, our electric bills will be reduced, but more light will be there. Next slide, please. Thank you. Where is Khadija? This is Khadija's project, and it looks so beautiful. It's a women's lounge at MCC. MashaAllah, this year we decorated it with a very nice furniture and carpet and some kids' toys also, so that sisters, when they come to MCC, they can relax in that room, and their children, small children also can play in that room. We, in this country, if we have to live, we have to have our masajid woman-friendly no matter what. So this was one step towards that, and alhamdulillah, it's looking very good. Next slide. Okay. 3 years ago, or 2 years ago even, we had only 2 imams who are in fact our full-time school teachers, but they were kind enough that they were helping in our masajid also. So last year when we had the dinner, we had a video message from our Imam Nazim Mangera, and he said he is coming. Alhamdulillah, it's been a year now, and he is here, and he has made a huge difference. You can see he has been distributing the certificates to the different people. He has been talking to our youth, he has been talking to our non-Muslim friends, our church friends, our other faith friends. He has been talking, and he has been communicating, and he has been telling them what Islam is. That's great, wonderful. So we can boast now that MCC has 3 imams. Imam Nazim Mangera, Hafiz Ikhlas, and Maulana Munirul Zaman. Maulana Munirul Zaman's picture I could not get. You have to have all kinds of imams, conservative as well as liberal, so that we can cover all kinds of communities, alhamdulillah. MashaAllah, Imam has made a big difference, and he is still making a big difference. All we hope is he will stay with us for some longer time, inshallah. Next slide. Okay, this project, when 3 years ago, I said whenever we are at MCC, there is a problem of parking there, and there is a problem of crossing the road. And I said, why don't we go to the city and ask them for the zebra crossing? And because in the past our elders had tried, and perhaps city never agreed, They were discouraging me, many of them. I said, I always say that poem couplet of Mirza Ghalib, लाजम नहीं कि सबको मिले एक सा जवाब, आओ ना हम भी सैर करें कोहे दूर की. So that I can explain that to our English-speaking friends, that Ghalib was a poet. He said that Moses went to the mountain of Tur and he asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he asked God, I want to see you. And God told him, you cannot see me. But he insisted, and then he got fainted and the mountain got burnt when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala showed his tajalli, his light. So people always say you cannot see God. And that's where that Ghalib said that it doesn't matter if in the past, way past, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, you cannot see me. It doesn't mean today also he will say the same. So it's just that with that attitude, I took my friends with me. We went to Alderman Lorino. She is a wonderful lady. I'm sure MCC people will vote for her again if she whenever she stands up. But she is a wonderful lady. She helped us, and she told me again the same thing, that the two crossings are very close to each other, Pulaski and Montrose. It's very difficult. So I had to spend a lot of time downtown Chicago. I took many pictures from different places where zebra crossing was there, and I showed them it's possible. Alhamdulillah, finally they agreed. And not only zebra crossing, they made an island. And to make an island, and the funds were needed. And then came the CDOT, and then came the IDOT, and they were dragging their feet in there. But slowly and slowly, in Ramadan, we were able to finish that. And a few months ago, or a month ago, we were able to inaugurate that also. Now, people who are kind of against this, at the end, they are so happy now. It's so nice over there. Most of the drivers are behaving also. They are stopping when they see the pedestrian coming. So that's great. Alhamdulillah. Next slide, please. This is a new addition, an MEC. We made it a meeting room. The idea was that whenever we have a meeting, we either have to go to the basement, to the banquet hall, or to a classroom, or we use Imam's room. But this idea was that for smaller meetings, 20 to 25 people, we should have a room. So this room is now made as a meeting room. We are still, inshallah, we are developing on this. We will have audio, video things in there, inshallah. Now, next slide. All right, you see these three locations. MCC is, the first one is at MCC, second one is Martin Road, third one is in Skokie. Now Skokie building we bought like 3 years ago. 3 years ago we bought the Skokie building in a hope that we will expand also, and we will have high school also. But while we were working, alhamdulillah, already that building is totally overcrowded, occupied. We have more than 650, I think, 670 students, and we have not started high school yet. But while we were talking about that, you can go to the next slide. You see this science lab, this has been built with your donations. And this is a state-of-the-art science lab, but we have only junior high school, middle school. So this lab is really great for high school students also. So the idea came this year and a year before. I think our full-time school council had the survey, and they talked with different communities and different parents and everyone. Overwhelming majority of the parents and the community, they do want high school on the north side of Chicago. There is no Islamic high school on the north side. Now our Martin Grove facility, where the science lab is, at this point we have few rooms available. So with your help, with your donations, we can build the high school, inshallah. This year, we made another council, Education Development Council. They, in collaboration with Full-Time School Council, Habib is the spearhead of that also. In collaboration with them, they did further study and they came to the board. In last board meeting, alhamdulillah, whole board overwhelmingly approved going forward for the high school. We need to do further study now. So with your donations, inshallah, next slide. Yeah, with your donations, so we can go one class at a time, and that way, if in few years, if we need more buildings, inshallah, we can look about for new buildings also. I also just want to mention fast that the current building, alhamdulillah, most of the loan has been paid off. So that's all with your donations, alhamdulillah. Next, this year we devised a committee of 6-7 people, in which I was involved, Habib, our principal was involved, and seniors chair was involved, juniors chair was involved, youth chair, and we advertised this position, and there were 13 people who applied, 6 people were interviewed, and finally we chose this guy. And today he has signed the contract, so inshallah he will be our youth and seniors coordinator. Some of you have already donated towards this position, and inshallah more of you will be donating. He is wonderful, he is our own crop. He was born and raised in here. Well, he was born in Syracuse, I think. But he is raised here, he was our student also. So we will see, inshallah, great things. Along with him, we also have a part-time position helping him, Fatima Qadri. So she will be helping him also in developing these. Now, only I have 2 slides. You know, again, I was talking about that if we want to live in this country, we have to make our masajid women-friendly. Now, most of the masajid in this country, most of the masajid which are being built new, they have the balcony, they have the mezzanine, whatever you call it, they have it. But MCC being it was not a masjid, it was a theater, movie theater, so it is built that way, and it does not have. Alhamdulillah, our elders again, many years ago, they got it approved from the general body. So, but for whatever reason, they could not build it, and now we have taken this, inshallah, and we have submitted this to the city for the permit. Inshallah, as soon as permit is given, and we are assured that inshallah we will get the permit, this will be built with your donations and with your help, inshallah. It will have the elevator also if people are thinking that how will older people go there. So it has the elevator also. But tonight, if you still are not comfortable in donating for those projects, 3 projects I already talked about, high school, the youth and seniors coordinator, and the balcony. If you are not comfortable, then you can go with the Sadaqah Jariyah as you already do, that you can donate for our buildings. MEC building, Martin Road, and MCC building on Elston Avenue. So these are the details. You can designate your funds for a specific project, for a specific use, and inshallah we will use only for that specific purpose if you want that way. But at this point I want to say thank you very much again. I'm going fast, and please donate generously. Inshallah, with your help and with your donations, we will develop these programs. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.